I don't know why, but you are watching the Madness Comic Network. Are you mental? Network.
In the heart of a major city, in a place raised to honor Earth's past protectors, the world will again learn, sometimes, superpowered intrigue doesn't stop at the grave. Galaxy Memorial Park, Volume 1, beginning crowdfunding Memorial Day 2025.
It's Flip City Magazine, The Parodies, Special Edition, with savage send-ups of The Walking Dead, Star Trek Picard, Stranger Things, The Mandalorian, Guardians of the Galaxy, and more from the first 4 years of Flip City. Get Flip City The Parodies free when you subscribe in print at flipcitymag.com. The world's best satire magazine, and never, ever woke.
Welcome to the Monday Madness. What's going on, Pops?
I'm not sure. I'm feeling a little Dante today, man.
Yeah, that's all right. That is okay.
You know what I mean? I'm just feeling a little Dante today, man.
Right?
No,
you gotta quit hanging out with Dante then.
Every now and then we get one of those guests who either has not used StreamYard, doesn't know how to use StreamYard, doesn't know what time zone the show is going off in, or some one or other technical issue or whatever, but we don't have a guest right now. All links have been set, so all we can do is hope that Pat shows up, and then if he don't, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna talk about other stuff. Yeah, see, other stuff. Now we can pull up the link to whatever things that you found and show off Pat's stuff anyway, because we don't leave a guest hanging, even if a guest leaves us hanging.
Right.
You know what I mean? What's up, guys? I have not had a chance to look at anything today, man. Yeah, today has been a rough day just to motivate myself to get stuff done. I've ran out all my energy reserves, and I just want to go lay down.
This is you know what? We need a short clip for Manic Monday by the Bengals.
Well, I mean, usually Mondays are good for me. You
Right.
know, I mean, usually I do. My shows are all that. What's up, Rob? My shows all go off like clockwork. Oh, now I got puppies up in here. What are you doing, Murphy?
Murphy.
He don't talk, man.
Murphy.
If you go stand outside, he will yell at you.
Right.
But he won't talk.
Oh, he's a good inside dog.
Rocky will talk though, huh, Rock?
Well, Rocky's a husky. He'll talk to anybody.
Yeah, he talks to everybody.
Yeah.
And he don't like gingers, bro.
I wanted to. So when we first got into this house, I wanted big dogs. I got a big yard, and we're out in the country a little bit, and so it came down to like, okay, what are the best big dog breeds and all this other stuff, and you do your research, and you're like Huskies and German Shepherds. That was what I came down to, and because I live about 100 yards from a railroad track, nope, those Huskies. No way in hell am I putting Huskies next to a railroad track.
Dude, they gonna make noise anyway. There ain't nothing you can do. Murphy, come here.
Right. See, but my German Shepherd though, she said there's like one train conductor that she just don't like. Right?
Yeah.
She doesn't do it at every one, but there'll be a couple of trains like once or twice a day if she's out there. Like it's out there now, but she'll howl at them.
I'm just gonna set this thing up just in case. Just in case we get a look at it.
Yeah, we getting the Murphy cam.
Yeah, usually. Listen. Let's see if we can catch it. Yeah. Fucking balloons on the floor over there. I don't. Right. Yeah, if we catch it, we catch it.
Okay. Murphy.
But yeah, hello on Rumble, hello on D Live, hello Ghost Pepper over on Pilled.
Hey, Ghost Pepper. He showed up way early on Pilled today.
Yeah.
I want to say he was there like 1:30 when I uploaded the window. Yeah. We put the tab up.
I don't know what time I set the actual show up over there, but
Oh, it was for 2. Well, 2:00 Western. So I imagine people on the East Coast seen it at 5.
No, I mean, I don't remember what time I actually set it up. It was just not that long ago because I woke up and I went,
right.
What to do? Monday Madness ain't set up yet. I was like, shit, I got work to do. The Tuesday draw stream isn't set up yet either, but that one's easy. It only goes to Pilled and behind the wall over there. So,
Right.
If y'all don't know what we're talking about, Pilled.net, Madness Comic Network, we're broadcasting there too, but the chat has a little bit more fun, what do you call them? Options, things you can play with, toys. Has a little bit more toys over there, a little bit more.
Yeah.
We like toys.
I know it's so this tab should be muted, but and I haven't. I think the live button needs to be hit. It might be a couple minutes behind us here, but this is
Casting there too, but the chat has a little bit more.
You can see the extra little stickers and stuff you get to do over there in the comments, like Ghost Pepper Show. Yep.
Yeah, you have fun over there, guys. We have fun over there. So, if you're not watching on Pill, you could be. Why give YouTube the ad revenue? They don't do nothing for us. Fuck them.
Right.
I'm just saying. All they do is shut our stuff down all the time. So, I wouldn't mind at all if people were watching in other places instead, because, kind of tired of giving money to YouTube when they don't do nothing for us, but suppress our content. That's the only thing they do for us is suppress our content. That's it.
Yeah.
So it's nice to get views over there and shit, but I'd just as soon rather have them on Pilled or somewhere else. And Pilled has these cute little gold pills that you can buy, and you can give them to different showrunners that do stuff that entertain you. It's like super chats, but it's cooler than that. Yeah.
Mhm.
And not only that, but damn, man, I ain't never seen YouTube go out on Twitter and go, "Hey, yo, the madness is about to go live." Ever.
I've
You
I've never
know,
had YouTube follow me back.
you see.
Yep.
I was blown away. I'm looking on X one morning, and there's a post from Pilled.net talking about our show,
Mm-hmm.
promoting the shows that they post on their network. Guys, what better, come on, man. You can't ask for more than that. They actually promote your show that's coming up on their platform. Even though there's 100 other shows, they take the time to actually give the love to the showrunners on their platform, and that's cool. So, if you hear me talking about Pilled.net, that's why, because they actually care about us. Kind of been pretty happy with what we got going on over there. So, Mr. Murphy, I don't know where you're at, bro, but time's running out. Oh, look, Jim O'Reilly's drawing Lobo again. Just seen a post of that.
It's probably freaking awesome too, isn't it?
It's always, Jim is, Jim is Jim. Jim is who he is, he's a badass artist. What do we got here? Journey in the Shadows over there said, glad you guys are still crushing it. Well, it's a team thing, dude. It's a team thing. It's everybody. Everybody get involved. Flip City, Critical Blast. There's so many different aspects of what we're trying to put together now. It all gonna just blend together into one giant fucking indie fuck you to the rest of the mainstream and everybody else, right? It's gonna be one big happy family.
Mm-hmm.
And guys, let's see, what else do we got going on this week?
Well, we have we'll go to the meg.tv
Tonight we got
we can do
Behind the Code.
hang on.
Right.
I exit out of it. Are we streaming right now on the Meg TV?
I do not know. I put this up kind of late. I don't know.
Well, I was gonna say if I start echoing, I gotta exit out of that tab because I haven't muted it yet. Or I could probably go. No, I'll go there.
Hell, I didn't even share this out hardly. Because
I did. I just went and reshared it on Zither.
That's how I feel today. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
You see my shirt?
I'm on a different tab. Hang on.
That's how I feel today.
Please don't make me do stuff.
Yeah, I mean, that's how I wake up today. I know what shirt I'm putting on today. But please don't make me do stuff.
Right. All right.
And then I still got everything done I'm supposed to do. This, you see what I'm saying? No matter how I feel,
I
still got to get the shit done, man. And if I don't, I'm out here beating myself up. So no matter how I feel physically or mentally, the jobs I need to do get done.
Right.
Well, the show is live on the Meg, but it shouldn't autoplay.
Okay. I just didn't want it to be shouting all of a sudden on a different tab here. But here's our schedule for the week.
Yeah. It's crazy, guys. It's crazy. We're over here working. And you can show off the new ad too, the new ad banner.
Yep.
And you can show off the store and the new stuff that Kaz put up there.
Here's the where is it? Shop?
Yeah, that's where the store is. Yeah. Latest products. Look at that. Crom lumbar pillow. What? Crom throat. What? Get out of here. I didn't see those. You see, we got new stuff every day popping up here. Kaz, did you get an email from Addie for Carrie's coffee cup art? And did you get the email that I just sent you a little while ago that Edwin sent me, another banner that could wrap around a coffee cup? I just sent you, Addie asked for your email so I could send it directly to you so you would get the de-resolutioned version, you know, get the best possible version. So I gave her the cause megtv.net or the meg.tv. I had her send it to you. Flip City is the sidebar over on the main page. But yeah, I'm actually surprised they let that shirt go. I ain't gonna lie. I'm surprised they let that one go. Because, you know, he's being mean to people. You know?
Right. This one's still bitching. This one right here.
The one I want's the golf shirt, dude. Okay, cool. The name for the it's just a Madness banner, bro. I don't know what you name it. It's just a Madness banner. Crom in cyberspace. I don't know. That's kind of what it looks like. I did talk to Manny and Edwin about doing a origin of Crom story because Edwin's the one who drew it first.
Mm-hmm.
So we will probably be getting an ash can from them guys for the origin of Crom too, which is going to be cool.
That's pretty big.
Addie's is Carrie wants Addie's art on a coffee cup. That was the whole deal. She wanted Crom Pops and marmalade on a coffee cup. And we didn't have a piece of art that had all three of us on it. So Addie drew it yesterday during the draw stream. And that's what Carrie wants. She wants it on a coffee cup. So,
you know, coffee cups.
Whatever you got to do, you know. That was a special request. And hey, you know, I told people, man, if you'll buy it and there's a certain something you want, a certain piece of Crom art on a shirt or a cup or whatever, let me know.
Right there.
You know, we will do it. Look at that.
That's bitching.
That's the one I'm waiting for right there.
Seal of approval. That's fucking cool. This is Edwin, right? This is all Edwin?
Oh, well, no, a lot of it is not. All that banner is all Edwin.
Yeah, just this one, though. Yeah.
Yeah, everything on that banner is different.
I just wasn't sure whether or not it was Manny penciling and Eddie and Edwin coloring, or if it was Edwin all the way through.
No, it was all Edwin. First, it just started with the little one in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that logo on the left there. That was the original Madness logo. And it was the comic related Madness at the time before we had a network, that right there. And Edwin keeps upgrading that, and then he turned it into a full banner we can put above the group with the Croms on each side, and he put little tattoos on Crom's arms of other art that he did that was Crom art. Yeah, that's all him, man. What's up, Buzz? What's going on, dude? Edwin, you're welcome to fucking guest up in here sometimes, bro. You know we're out here all the time. You got stuff to talk about. Hit me up. Man. I also talked to Edwin, the other Edwin, about a tattoo show. I want him to do a tattoo show on the network.
I think that would be really cool. I know one year at Emerald City Comic Con, they had a tattoo parlor come in, and they probably had 4 different tables there.
Yeah,
and they made bank, I want to say, because that thing was fucking. You would show up as when you're tabling, you should show up like an hour early, right? So you can wander the fucking floor and shit. And they were already doing tattoos an hour before the show opened.
Yeah. And yeah, if you want something in a different color, just let us know. If black and gray ain't your thing,
mm-hmm.
You know, I mean, let us know. Look. We want you to get stuff you want, not be stuck with what you see. If there's something special you want, dude, hit me up. Come on, man. We're trying to give you guys something you're gonna like. That golf shirt though. Go back to that golf shirt.
Where's it at?
Scroll down. Scroll down. Scroll down. There it is. Back up. Back up. Back up. Back up. One more. Right there. The logo polo. That
Oh,
one.
right here.
Okay. Look. Kaz, can you change that to golf shirt, please? Ain't nobody in the Madness plays no fucking polo, bro.
So
It's a golf shirt, man. It's a freaking golf shirt, right? Oh, dude, look. You want to come out and talk? You do anytime you want to come out and pimp your stuff, man. You know you're welcome, bro. And yes, Cuz, I'm kind of not joking though, man. We don't play polo up in here. We play golf, bro. But yeah, I want me one of those. I want one of those. That's, out of all the shirts there, I saw that and I went, oh shit, I can wear that on the golf course. Because you got to have a collared shirt on most golf courses. You can't just go with a t-shirt. So yeah, anybody wants to buy Pops a gift? There you go, one of those right there. Available in 3 colors. Now, I like the black golf shirts. It's weird. I watch people that got they got all different color ones, right? But color ones always look kind of to me.
Right.
Dark blue's eye, black's eye, white or gray, but white on the golf course, man, you don't want to get divot mud and shit all over your shirt. And, you know what I mean? White, I don't really like on the golf course.
Dude, if I had that shirt, I'd have a stain like right there.
Yeah. I think red with a black logo and black with a red logo, those would be good. But,
Right.
But that one right there, the blue, the black, and the white, maybe the white to a dark gray or something. I don't know. I just like the fact that it's all looking good. And it's up and running, baby, the way it's supposed to be. Look, people, you want some cool ass Madness merch? Kaz is over there putting the store together for you, and we're taking requests. There's so much cool crumb art. We're taking requests. What do you want? What do you want it on? Want a blanket? You want a beach towel? You want one of them big old looking cups? Big old giant coffee cups, whatever. Look, watch this. It's Pops on it. Yeah. You got a Florida Man sticker on it. All kinds of stuff on that one. But, it could come ready-made with what you want on it. Another one that I want to put together is something with all the logos from all the shows. Be like a beach towel with the logos from every show on it that's on the network. Ding, 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 ding. That'd be kind of cool.
Right. Do we have the banner up for the? Yep, we do right there.
Mm-hmm. That's what I said. Yeah. That's the sidebar. Look, Deepak is killing it, keeping the website updated and adding stuff as we get, every time. Deepak, can you do this? Yep. Boom, gets done. Kaz, can you do this? Boop. Yep, gets done. And the same goes when they come to me, man. It's like whatever I can do to push this along and promote the hell out of it and keep it rolling. That's what I'm going to do. YouTube, you got to work with us, man. Quit fucking with us. I'm just saying. We would be so much happier and do so much more if you would just leave us alone and quit, suppressing our content. The more you do that, the less I want to give you anything to work with in the first place. Carrie, we were just talking about Kaz has the art. Kaz has the art. He has the art. Yep. And he didn't know what to do with it. And I just told him, Carrie wants a coffee cup. So there you go. And as soon as we get something from them and they deliver, you can go ahead and order. And I do want to say thank you to Cindy Koepp for being the first returning sponsor of this year going into 2025 for the year. She's awesome. Actually, the first real business transaction or first income intake of the Madness Comic Network, or the Meg. The first time the business took some money in officially, legally, and sent out an invoice for it and everything. It's all the way it's supposed to be. I love it. I love what's happening right here, right now. I just get to work on network. We got other people doing the stuff that needs to get done for this to turn into a thriving business that helps everybody make money.
Mm-hmm.
Look, the more stuff you buy, the more merch you buy, stuff like that, that just goes toward us getting this Roku thing up and going. I think the cause also said we put a donation button on the website somewhere. So you can just go, yeah, there it is right there. Just drop a buck on us if you want to. You know, buy Levi a cup of coffee. Dude works really hard. He don't get paid yet.
What?
Buy Levi a cup of coffee, man. Come on. You know what I'm saying, people? It's like I can give you all my time. I can work my ass off, but I need your help. You know, I need your help to get this thing where it's supposed to go. And I'm not asking you to just give me money. I'd rather you bought merch, lots of merch, buy stuff from us, sponsor us, buy airtime for your trailers on the network. I'd rather we were giving you something in return. You see what I'm saying? So, you know, take advantage of the fact that we're willing to do all this for you. Buy some airtime, you know, a month sponsorship for your crowdfunding campaign in March, whatever. Buy a month now. You get the discount. If you wait till March, you pay full price. Now, between now and the 1st of February, 10% discount on any ads that you buy throughout the year, whether it's 1 month, 3 months, 6 months, or for the whole year. Your returning sponsor, you get 20%. But you got to do it by the 1st. By the 1st of February. That's where the savings is. Oh. and Levi said after that he wants to double the price. No, I'm kidding.
I do. Triple the price. Triple the price.
You see? The deal is, though, I mean, I look at it like this. If we, not every show on the network obviously shows that, but if we're showing your ad once a day, that's 365 times a year. Okay, right? 365 times a year. But chances are it's going to be shown at least twice a day because of all the shows that we have. So, you know, that's a lot, man. And on those days when we have like 5 and 6 shows, it's going to be seen 3 or 4 or 5 times a day. It really adds up. Your ad's going to, if you got a year package, your ad's going to be seen over 1,000 times on the network throughout the year, on different shows, in front of different audiences. And it's going to keep growing. It's going to keep growing. There you go, Carrie. Look, Kaz has got you. Do you want the coffee mug in black, white, or is there another color? And white is least expensive. There you go. But yeah, look, buy some merch, help us get this thing rolling, you know, and wear that and show it to people. Go, hey, look what I got. Look what we got from Madness. That cup right there is just badass. I don't care what anybody says. And look at the price. Look at the price.
$9.
$9 plus shipping. Look, everybody else is hitting you for $12, $15 for the coffee cup. You know it. I know it. We're not trying to make a killing off you. We're just trying to make some money to get the Roku thing up and going. And we're trying to get that out there and seeing other people going, hey, look at the coffee cup I got on their shows or to their friends and their comic fans and whatnot. You know, it's all about networking. It's all about promotion, showing stuff off, sharing other people's stuff. And merch is just another way to get your stuff seen. That right, Levi? You know.
That's right. I'm thinking about doing beanies. I'm thinking about it because it's so like the polo shirt is it's embroidered. So and so when I was screen printing T-shirts, I was friends with everybody in the business, and the embroidery girl, she would tell me what they charge and stuff like that. And so I'm guessing with the size of that, what they call the breast pocket is what that is it was like 10,000 stitches. It was like the bare minimum that you could do on stuff. So it's going to be like a nice quality logo at least.
Oh, Carrie, don't worry. We're going to promote everybody's stuff all the time on the store. That's part of what we're doing. The whole thing is this was one that was made specially for you. It's our first special order cup. So don't worry about it. Everybody else is going to see it too, especially when you open it online and you're showing your friends. You see what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking about. And Kaza, it looks like she wants a black one. Black one.
Do you remember what the design was? I remember we had purple in it. That's all I remember was choosing the purple. I can't remember the outline of it because it might be something like a quick fix where it's got a black border on it. We could just put a white border on it real quick and throw it on the black mug.
I think it was bordered on it. I think she had set it up so it could be done,
Right.
Extinguisher keychains for those who use children. What are you talking about? Are you on two shows at once, Carrie? What? Oh, what is that? Fire extinguisher keychains for those who use chilies in a special way.
Well, she's definitely talking about Chili's, the restaurant. That's what she's not talking about me.
I think she's talking about a little keychain with butt plugs and chilies on it. I don't know. That's bad. Levi knows.
Right.
Oh shit.
That's exactly.
God, we're talking about this cool coffee mug that you can own, bro. That's what we're talking about right now. Madness merch that you can purchase on the Meg. On the Meg. That's what we're talking about. Now, like I said, but we got tonight's stuff. We got stuff tonight. We got Behind the Code with Joe Bachman, and It's Freaking Figures with the Geek Man, with Dustin Zombie. All right, so good shows later on tonight here, and tomorrow, of course, Tuesday Morning Brew, and Silverline late at night, and that exclusive to Pilled Draw Stream. What time we do that? 3 o'clock?
3 o'clock Eastern.
3 o'clock on Tuesday. 3 o'clock Eastern time on Tuesday. Pat Murphy, I don't know where you're at, man, but I'm sorry your time is running out. Brett's going to be here pretty soon.
Let's go ahead and
this stuff.
Yeah, I was going to say, let me stop sharing this. We'll go. What do you want to see first? So, just some. All right. Quit messing around, Levi. Okay, present, share screen. We'll go over his. Pat Murphy's going to be launching a Kickstarter here for Echoes of the Triumphant. You got it?
The graphic novel. Yes.
Yep.
I think he said this is going to be 1 through 5.
Yes. Yep. 100 pages, kick-ass storytelling. 105 pages. Fully colored. Standard size. It's science fiction and crime drama. It's set in the future.
I think I remember this book now.
2035, Echo City.
Mm-hmm.
Man, you remember Warrant, the band Warrant? They had that really weird song, 2035. Talking about like the end of the it was after like a nuclear war and shit.
Oh yeah, everything's after a nuclear war, bro.
Right?
How we do it here in America, Thanks everybody for watching. 7 red pills 7 red pills over there on pilled right now. Oh, Murphy, come back here.
What?
Murphy, come here.
Wait, whoa.
Hold up. Hold up. What are you doing, boy? Come here.
Murphy. Murphy.
Hey, Murphy.
What's up, Murphy?
Hey. What's up, dude?
What's up, Murphy? I see you, Roggy.
Rocky, like, leave me alone. Leave me alone, dog.
It's funny you started calling for Murphy. I thought you were talking about Pat Murphy, our guest.
I know. I said, there he is. It's Murphy.
All right, we'll get back on this here. So he's created 7 different campaigns. He's backed 36 of them.
To say who's doing what here? Is he do all that?
Right back up here. We have right up here. So covered by Austin Jana. Oof, man, you're gonna help me out on these ones. Janowski, Janowski, and Greg Warnochuk.
Yeah, I know these guys. I know.
Okay. Looks like drawn and inked and colored by Jared Bazzini and lettered by Michael McAdams.
There you go, people. Look, I don't know why he couldn't make it, but he's not here. But we still, like I said, we don't leave our guests hanging. Go sign up for this. Check it out. Be ready. You're going to be launching in a few days. I think he said the 1st.
Okay.
He said he was launching this one on the 1st.
Gotcha.
It looks good. So, give it a look. Give it a look, see. If you do back it and you don't like it, don't blame me. I didn't create it. If you do back it and you do like it, well, then by all means, tell Pop sent you.
Right.
What are you dogs doing back there?
I'm going to stop sharing this one, and I'm going to pop over to so it looks like he's publishing out of Adverb Comics.
Right.
And Reverb Comics would be the his Instagram page. You got it? No, I got it. I got it up right here. Looks like there might be a little bit more art on here from the book. Let's go ahead and hit his latest one here. Did that show up? Yep, sure did. It's pretty cool. Looks like the hero's getting his ass whooped.
Why do people think that's a selling point? I never got that.
I don't know. Well, he's got to take some kind of butt whooping. I mean, you got to have a little bit in there for, to get the drama up, so you feel for him a little bit. That way, when the comeback happens, it's kind of like in wrestling. It's the bad guys leading the dance until the good guy gets his comeback. But yeah, I mean, you shouldn't do it on the cover. I've agreed with that. Seeing superhero on the cover. Let's see here. What else we got?
I mean, me and Dave, we go through, tons of comic books, right?
Right.
Every time, I mean, happens so much that their selling point is their dude laying unconscious on the floor.
Right.
Yeah, you're not like instilling confidence in me that this is the guy I'm going to get behind.
Yeah.
Yeah, he may be facing a badass, but he doesn't have to be knocked out all the damn time.
There's subtle things to storytelling, like one of the latest ones. Have you seen the? It's either a GIF or it's a meme where it has James Gunn's Superman versus Oh crap! I'm blanking on the guy who did the other Superman. But it's the difference between having your fists forward in the flight and having your fists behind you in flight. You know, having your fists forward like this brings off a strong, strong feeling to it versus having your hands go behind you like this. You create little tiny baby arms. And it doesn't look very heroic. So if you have your Superman just flying around with his arms down all the time, it should be.
Really, but that drawing that Addie did, like, the more I think about it, the more I think about the way it looks. It's like you got an angel over one shoulder and a devil over the other. You got Marmalade over one shoulder and you got Crom over the other. Yep. It's just the way I see it, because Marmalade's a nice little young puppet, not a lot of world knowledge, just a youngster, and Crom is seeing everything on the internet. There's nothing that can surprise him, right? Nothing.
Right.
Nothing. So you got like the devil and the angel, one on each other. What's up, Grey Wolf? What's happening?
What's up? I'm checking Addie's Instagram page right now. She didn't post it.
No, she sent it to me. Let me see. Let me pull it up. She just asked me where she wanted me to send it to.
Good. I'm going to close out the Echoes. Go back, Echoes of Triumphant.
Yeah.
Echoes of
go sign up. Go sign up for it.
Go sign up for it.
Yeah. And
yep.
We'll try to get Pat out here some other time, man. Pat, Eastern time. Always. Eastern.
Right.
Always. Now, we have somebody backstage who is scheduled to be here and is here on time. And look, I love this dude, friend of mine. Got to meet him, hang out at the con. Found out that he was hanging out with a whole bunch of other people that I know too. It was like awesome, man. Bret Juliano from the Dust Bunny Mafia, Mobimals, all this stuff. What's up, brother?
Same as always. Just trying to.
Wow, that's bright behind you, dude. I might have to put my sunglasses on. Hold on.
Here.
Yeah, that's a little. So how you doing, Bret? Have you met Levi before?
No,
I don't believe so.
No.
All right.
Nice to meet you, Bret.
Introduction thing.
You too.
I'm Levi. You're Bret. How's it going?
He asked me who's Bret, and I had to go get the shark and show him the shark, right? And I was like, this is what dude does. He takes gangsters and turns them into little cool ass animals.
Yeah.
So you have an active campaign, but let's go ahead, introduce yourself a little bit, tell people a little bit about yourself, how you got into doing what you're doing, what you're doing, and then we'll show people what you're really doing.
All right, sounds good. So, like they mentioned, I am Bret Juliano. I'm the creator of the Dust Bunny Mafia, Mobimals, Detective Potatoes, and a whole bunch of other kind of spin-offs of my comic. Dust Bunny Mafia is a newspaper-style comic that's like Looney Tunes meets The Godfather. It's a 3-panel ongoing webcomic with a bunch of different mobster families, but they're all small critters. Dust bunnies, rats, crows, things like that.
Way to describe it. Actually, I think it'd be more like Goodfellas meets.
Yeah, it depends. I'd have more. I used to pitch it that way, and then I got a lot of people like, "All right, where's the violence then?" Because it was all slapstick humor, and
well, yeah,
they were like, "If you're gonna do Goodfellas, you have to have the blood splatter, you have to have all that."
Or a horse head on your bed, Godfather. You know what I mean? I didn't think you'd want to mess with. You need a human's head on the Godfather's bed, right?
Or a seahorse or something.
You see, it'd be the other way around. They're all animals, so they'd be putting human heads as messages, right? Oh, there's your next short story right there, bud. You can have it. Do it.
Don't worry, I've thought about doing a scene even just in one of my books doing a double page spread with that somewhere. So
yes. All right, Dust Bunny Mafia Comics. This looks good. I don't remember it looking this good. When did you update your website?
it's actually been that way. I haven't updated it in quite a while.
Damn. See,
But
that's right there, based on a true story. I have that one.
yep.
Got me a deck of cards, just a little different stuff because you know me, I'm the guy that likes the different stuff. When I first saw based on a true story, I was like, "What is this?" And I went and got a hold of Brad, like, "Man, we need to talk about this." And it's all little like newspaper short, funny comics, right? Like 3 panels, right?
Yeah, that's
A whole
what
bunch.
primarily the Dust Bunny Mafia and the Based on a True Story are that way. But then some of my other projects kind of go into different avenues. So
That's what I was getting at. Everything you do is different. You're always trying new stuff, but staying with the core of what your characters and your universe is about. But you ain't afraid to get out there and try other stuff, man. That's why I've been following.
Yep, I'm not afraid to fail. Which we'll see how this current campaign wraps up. But
I remember once before you were like real close to the end, and you're like, "Man, I'm worried," and then bang, 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 like in the last day, you just like picked it all up and funded. I'm like, so I know your fans are out there, but a lot of them are like me. They wait till like the end of the Kickstarter campaign, make sure they got money in the account when Kickstarter comes a calling, because sometimes you back them in the first week and you forget.
Yep.
And then you don't have the money in the account, and you're getting an email going, "Hey man, where's the money from Kickstarter?" Right? They're like, "You need to fix your payment thing," and it's like, then you got to go through all that with them, and it's like, damn it, I forgot. This dude is awesome. The lineup is awesome. Okay, you got the ant and the mosquito and everybody up in here.
So I want to try and play this video, and if it's choppy ass theater, just let me know, and we'll have Pops run it.
Yeah, if it's choppy, I'll do it.
You want to run it then, or
go ahead and start. If it sucks, take it down.
Ever wonder what it'd look like if history's most notorious mobsters were reimagined as animals? Well, introducing the Mobimals Field Guide Volume 1, a humorous guide to mobsters with animal nicknames. From Tony the Ant Spilatro to Vincent the Chin Gigante, we've transformed over 50 infamous mafia legends into their perfect animal counterparts. This field guide is filled with fascinating stories, detailed profiles, and vibrant illustrations that bring mafia history to life in a way you've never seen it done before. With limited edition rewards like original hand-drawn Mobimal art, collectible memorabilia boxes, and more, there's something for every true crime fan and art lover. Support our Kickstarter campaign today to help bring Mobimals Field Guide Volume 1 to life. Your pledge will get you exclusive rewards and a first look at this one-of-a-kind field guide. Pledge now to join the Mobimal family.
So how was it, guys? Was it too choppy?
Yeah, it was fine.
Good.
Yeah, it's fine. You're good. I'm looking at this mug. Forgive me, I'm looking at this mug. It looks cool as hell. We will show you at the end of the show, people. We will show you. Good job, Kaz. All right, so Brett, how long have I known you?
I don't know, 3 or 4 years at least.
Based on a true story. When did it come out?
The first one, 2019. So
that's how long we've known each other, something like that. 2019, end of 2019, I think.
yeah.
Was the first time we crossed paths. And since then, look, I met Bret at Grand Rapids Comic Con.
This one.
And come to find out that Bret's friends with some other people that I like to promote that go to Grand Rapids Comic Con, like Kate. Caitlin is man, now I'm gonna blow her name. She's gonna hate me. You know who I'm talking about? That beautiful lady that's over there at the other side of the con. She has.
I'm trying to remember which one you're talking about. We know a lot of people in common.
Caitlin.
Oh, Kaylin.
Kaylin. Yeah, yeah. She's
Kaylin Smith. That's it.
Yes, Kaylin Smith. That's her name. She has an awesome collection of novels and stuff. And every time I see her now, it's like the dots connect. Oh yeah, friend of Bret's. You know, it's like the networking continues, and especially on the floor of a con, man. You have so much fun talking to people, man. Dirt, my boy Dirt. Les is working on books for him. Les from the Comic Artist Hours working on books for Dirk right now. There's so much cool shit going on, guys. We only kill each other. But was that necessarily true, Bret?
Generally speaking, yes. There were some casualties, but there's
collateral damage, you know. That guy that was on the wrong corner and caught a stray bullet, but they weren't trying to kill him. He just wrong place, wrong time, right?
Yeah, I mean, there were a couple of times where I can think of a couple of stories in which the intended target didn't exactly get wasn't the right target that ended up getting killed, or you know, there was one story where one of the mobsters wanted to take out one of the district attorneys. Actually, it was Dewey, who was famous with the Dewey Decimal System and different things. But they wanted to attack him, and the other mobsters put a kibosh on it because they said he was too high profile.
Tell us about Sammy here. Sammy Sharp. Frank.
I honestly, that was one of those ones that I drew that I don't actually have much information on.
Nice.
I don't even actually remember if that's a real, you know, based on a real guy or not.
That's a real signature, though, right?
Yeah. No, but everything is real on that page. I just printed it offline and colored it with some crayons and sent it over to you.
Dude, I love this, man. This has been on display on my shelf ever since the day I got here. Up there next to Lady Death and Black Cat, and yeah.
So Bret, you do you consider yourself pretty much like a historian when it comes to mobsters and stuff like that?
Yeah, I would say I'm definitely amateur.
Gotcha.
But yes, I do a lot of research. If you scroll down further on the page, I have a shot of me with my true crime bookshelf that I have in my basement, which is in the same spot where I shot that video that had the bar behind me. Keep going a little bit there. So that is a slightly updated photo, because on that top shelf I've got another set of books that fill this front section of it.
You need another shelf, bro. That's what you need.
Yeah, I know. So all the books that are how you would expect it, like standing up normally, well, all the books pushed to the back have been read. It's the books on the front stack that haven't. Okay. And at my last count, I had over 115 sometime this summer, and about 90% of them I've read. or listen to.
Cool.
So my question was going to be going back to the whole casualties, of mob attacks or mob shootings and stuff like that. One of our gun things that we had come up in the United States was they eliminated the automatic weapon, the Tommy gun, and it wasn't in response to a mob hit like the St. Valentine's Day massacre, or there was just so much people being non-mobsters being hurt with the Tommy gun or automatics that's one of the main reasons they outlawed it.
I'm not too familiar with that. I'm familiar with, obviously, St. Valentine's Day massacre and the different things associated with the gun, but I don't actually remember when it was outlawed, if it was for that. I do remember that in New York, they basically called Chicago the Wild West at the time of Capone and such because of the Tommy gun's rise. And they basically was like, it's lawless out there.
Right.
It's in your own hands kind of thing if you go out there. And interestingly enough, the St. Valentine's Massacre was not the first time that the Tommy gun was used in a gangland environment, but it was the first, like, notorious one that kind of catapulted its fame.
Gotcha. Just as a gun enthusiast myself, I've always just, if you want to shoot an automatic weapon, let alone, you can basically cost a truckload of money to even own one in certain permits and stuff like that. And I've seen the videos where people go off and shoot the automatic weapons and stuff. And I'm like, man, looks like fun, I really didn't get why why it was blamed on mobsters, so I don't know. I was just something that popped in my head.
Yeah.
For me, it's like you gotta wonder, man. You gotta wonder how much of that stuff was the federal government secretly funding just so they could write laws against it.
Right.
I mean, come on, man. Just CIA dudes over there just going, hey, you want some of these machine guns? And then as soon as they went out and started using them, it was like, okay, now we got a reason to outlaw.
Yeah, there's living in Chicago, I've come across a fair number of friends, employees, coworkers, and such that will tell me that, after having lived here for all their life, that the city of Chicago was better off when it was run by mobsters. So when the mobsters had more of a hand in the government system. So
yeah, because they were trying to make money.
Yep.
It was all about making money, and the government is about spending money.
Well, is there a local mob museum in Chicago?
No, there is not. There's a couple of different mob tours, and there's some other local historians that live, obviously, in the area. There's a former mobster for the Chicago mob. Actually, that photo I have right there is one of the local authors who is a kind of mob historian who's wrote a few books on the Chicago mob, who gives a tour. And that's one of the tours I've done. But yeah, there's a few places still standing that are tied to mobster history. But the city of Chicago has blocked any attempt at kind of creating a museum or anything. Like Al Capone's childhood home is in Chicago in the South Loop area, but yeah.
They probably don't want to not dramatize it, but what's the word I'm looking for? They don't want to make them out to be heroes or be looked up to or anything like that.
Yeah, they don't want to glamorize it, but at the same side, Vegas has a mob museum, and
don't they have Bonnie and Clyde's car there?
Not there. That's actually at a place down in right on the border of Nevada and California. There's a different place that has it. But the Mob Museum does have most of the bricks from the St. Valentine's Day Massacre wall. They've got, I think, like at least 3/4 of them.
Wow.
They have Al Capone's Sweetheart pistol that was just actually recently debuted into their collection. They've got some Tommy guns, from different slayings and stuff. But they actually, the official title of that museum is the National Museum of Organized Crime and Law Enforcement. But it's, most affectionately called the Mob Museum.
That would be
Whiskey Pete's. That's where it's at. Yep.
That would be a good way to do it. Just wrap it up all in one.
Yep.
That way you're not glamorizing it.
Yep.
Mob
Yeah,
season.
actually, I was supposed to go to Whiskey Pete's the last time I was in Vegas this summer. It's like an hour drive south of Vegas. But my friend who I was relying on, his car broke down. And so it was like, okay, well, I guess I'm Ubering places. I'm not going to do a one-way, 60-mile Uber just to see the death car. So
Right.
So
Can you send me some pictures? Well, act like I was there, right?
does the Vegas does it have a gift shop there?
it does.
Is your stuff available inside that gift shop?
It is not. I've talked to a couple of people there and actually talked to some other true crime authors and historians who are familiar with it. And I've talked to a couple people about trying to get my stuff in there, but surprisingly, the museum does not control the gift shop. They outsource it to another company. So it's another company that actually puts the stuff in there. And so the way that I would have to get my stuff in is if I got like a publishing deal and was able to actually get my books published and such like that.
Right.
Call RJ. Call RJ. Get your stuff unpublished so that you can get it in there, man.
There you go. He would get you on that list.
Critical Blast, man. He's one of our boys. That's what he does.
But it just seems like it's frustrating because you'd think a simple consignment type deal, and this, I mean, it's freaking perfect for that museum. It's perfect. These playing cards and the books, and I mean, this is something that if I was at the Mob Museum and I went into the gift shop, I would pick up while I was there.
Yeah, that's one of the things when I talked to a couple of people, the museum has a great gift shop, but I was like, man, I would love to have my stuff there. And then after talking with the friends, they're like, yes and no. I mean, yes, it would be cool to have your stuff in there, but I don't know. I don't want to.
Hey, we're not dissing the gift shop. Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
But yes, I mean, I would love to get my comics into more places, especially places that true crime lovers visit. So.
Right.
See, I like how smooth he looked in the previous picture with the vest and everything, looking good. And then you scroll down, and there he is with his own shirt on, with his character on it, and he's yes. Promotion, people. Self-promotion is so important.
The Mob Summit. Is this similar to like a comic book convention type deal where?
Yeah. So this was it was a one-night event this year or last year that was held in Vegas, where they brought in several true crime former mobsters. For instance, Frank Calabrese Jr., who was a Chicago outfit enforcer. He spoke. He was one of the featured guests. There were a couple other former mobsters that were there, but they also brought in Oscar Goodman, who was a mob lawyer, and he was the mayor of Las Vegas for a time, for like 4 or 8 years, I believe. And so he actually represented Tony Spilatro on several cases in the 70s and different things. And so this event was like a 3-hour kind of meet and greet with these former mobsters. I was there, and I actually had a table set up with my comics and different things. And there was a whole like artist alley per se of different true crime authors and law enforcement people who had worked organized crime cases and things like that. They had their books out there and stuff. And so the plan is to have that event every couple of years. They've done about 3 of them. They did a couple pre-COVID, and this was the first one they've done in person since. And the event was good, but they want to expand it into a bigger ordeal. So
gotcha. So along the same subject line, while I was looking at your Instagram page, I came across an idea that I had never thought of. And I'm just like, why hasn't this been around? And why isn't this a thing? Garage gallery. Can you explain that?
Yeah. So that is an event that is held in a local Chicago suburb where people take. So in Chicago, unlike other places, the garages back up. So the house is separated from the garage, generally speaking. And so, and since this suburb is closer to the city of Chicago, you have these alleys, and that's where all these garages face. And so they basically create a neighborhood art walk. And so different people will open up their garages and basically become hosts, and they'll clean out their garage. They'll provide snacks, they'll provide beverages sometimes. And you basically have this, day of artist alley / kind of a thing, Comic-Con at these different garages. And this is an event this will be the 8th year, 8th or 9th year this coming summer. And last year they had 100 artists, and you basically come in and you set up your table, and they have everything from, I'm one of the few illustrators, but they will do different things. And yeah, so they had 42 garages in that basically town, and they had maps and they had different things. People would set up their displays of painting, jewelry, ceramics. I would set up my Comic-Con kind of table display, and people just go around to different places and, buy from them. And I'd never heard of anything like this before. And then when I got in, I was like, this is amazing, because I had a friend who was selling before I actually knew about it. And then the next year I was like, I'm getting into this. I don't know how, but I'm going to.
Sorry if I'm scrolling too fast. There was, I could have swore there was one. Oh no, it was on a different page. My bad. As I was exploring the subject matter, I found some really good examples of that, of people just having their setups right inside their garage. You know, and it's such a garage sale idea that it didn't even why isn't this a thing? Why isn't this like every town?
Yeah, there's a friend of mine who does, when their village does a community garage sale for this, if they have a certain day, and he sells comics, and he does sketches, and does little illustrations of different comic characters and such. And it's very he's an art teacher, and so it's very friendly for kids and all that kind of stuff. Very vintage retro style comics and illustrations. And so he'll actually set up his table when we like as if we go to art markets, and he'll set up his table on the garage sale day and be slinging his prints and selling comics instead of doing the traditional garage sale, because he knows there's going to be an active crowd in the neighborhood, looking for that kind of thing.
I did it 1 year. I was having a garage sale anyway, and in the advertisement for the garage sale, I said art prints, comic book art prints. And one person showed up like early in the morning, and I don't think a single other person looked at that portfolio. So it just it worked though. So did you come across it on a Facebook group, on X, or how did you come across it?
For the garage galleries, it was a friend that I had met. We've been doing some shows in the Chicago area, doing little Comic Cons and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And he had been promoting this event, and I lived in the next town over, and it was like on a Saturday. And so I'm like, hey, hun, can I go, visit Raph? And she's like, yeah, no big deal. And so I went and visited my friend and saw that he was set up in this garage, and he had all these prints up and everything. I'm like, okay, I need to do this next year. Right. And then that was just it. I got in, and I've done it for 5 or 6 years now. I've lost count. Because I did it pre-COVID a couple of years, and then COVID was weird. And so, but consistently, it is my best show year after year.
Mm-hmm.
And so, but it's interesting because it's not a Comic-Con. It's not, a library show or something. It's not a literary fest. Is
there a table cost?
There used to not be. The past year they implemented one, but it's very affordable. It's
so that's literally your only cost then, right? There's no hotel, no travel, no gas, no crappy food you got to eat at the local, greasy spoon. I mean,
it's a 5 or 6 hour event. I've since moved a couple cities over, but it's a half an hour drive. And, I get to pack everything up and sleep in my own bed that night.
Right.
But yeah.
Very cool. So when I came across this picture, it reminded me of something. Years ago, I used to promote this thing in town called the 24-Hour Challenge. Are you familiar with this?
Yeah, like the 24-hour comic book day.
Yep. Yep. So one year we always had the event at the same place, and it was downtown. And when the bars would close, I would get up and kind of walk around the store just to make sure. And 1 year, this drunk guy comes in, and he goes, "Oh, Magic Comics, man!" It's like 3 a.m., 2:30, 3 a.m. Drunk off of his butt, and he says, "I haven't played that in years." And he bought himself a $300 Magic set. And I've always thought, like, I bet in the morning, he's going to rethink that purchase, maybe. So when I seen this picture, I went, wait a minute, and not to put a bad shadow on this, but drunk sales.
Uh-huh.
Right? It's like, go into a bar and pitching your stuff. And your stuff is completely cool and set up for something like that.
Yeah, there's actually an event organizer out in the Chicago area named John Streets, who actually his whole theme is going to different bars, specifically craft breweries, distilleries, and things of that nature. And so there's a ton of, craft breweries in the Chicago land area, and he'll do these art markets, and that's where he'll and I've done multiple shows kind of like this one with this picture, where I'll probably do 6 to 10 in a year, where I'll go to local breweries that he'll set up these art markets, and they're 4 or 6 hour events at a local brewery. And, there's a small table fee, and you get a 6 foot, 4 foot, table. You bring your own table, you set up your merchandise, and you're doing your own sales. But, you're promoting the brewery, they're promoting this event, they've got their crowd, you've got bringing in your crowd. And yeah, it's been a great opportunity.
Have you come up with drink coasters yet?
I have some coasters. I actually do. I don't have any within reach because I've got too much merchandise to,
Right.
have everything. But yes, I do. Like I'll do some limited edition bar coasters. So I've got like the ones you see at bars that I'll do with my different. Yep.
Cosmic used to own and operate some breweries.
Cool. But yeah, so I've done some ones actually with different Kickstarters and stuff. Usually I'll have bar coasters. But yeah.
That's pretty cool. So I'm gonna switch back over to your campaign. And let's see, right here.
Kaz said, my ears perked up at brewery.
Yeah.
Kaz just sold a brewery. It's not that long ago. The CFO of the Madness just recently sold a brewery.
Yeah, I really wanted to, when I did my last book launch, I wanted to do it at a brewery because I was doing this. My books, my big books, not my based on a true story, are like your classic Garfield, Calvin and Hobbes style collections.
Right.
And it was called It's Business, Not Personal. And I really wanted to do it at a brewery and do like a big book launch party and all that kind of stuff. But then that was coming off of COVID and it just didn't make sense. And I'm like,
doors were closed everywhere you went.
Yeah. And I was like, and this book features a huge, distillery type meeting. And I'm like, oh, well, someday.
Yeah. We'll make it happen.
So I'm going to be over on the Kickstarter tab. Just let me know what you want to do and where you want to go. Let's hear a pitch.
So this particular book, I mean, this is good, right where you've got it, is basically my love of true crime mixed with my illustrations. So I took 50-ish animal mobsters, basically real-life mobsters who had animal nicknames or animal-esque. So you have, like, on there, Charles Lucky Luciano. I transformed him into a cat. Vincent Mad Dog Cole, I turned him into a Chihuahua. And then Bugsy Siegel, I had some creative fun with the seagull. And then if you scroll down a little bit to where there's like the double page spread of the elephant. So this one, I basically took that one. So I took mobsters, I created an animal counterpart for them, and then I did a bio of them. And so in previous campaigns, I've done a pinup booklet of just the mobsters. I've done trading cards that had the mobster on one side and then like bullet point facts about them on the other side. And then this time I went full researcher mode and actually did little biographies about the real life mobsters. And so my plan with this book is to actually create a 6x9. Yep. So that is my deck of Mobimals playing cards that Pops is
The business card that came with it. Some call it bootlegging, some call it racketeering. I calls it business. Al Capone. There you go. And this is number 14 of 50, the deck, right?
Yep.
14 of 50. And I'm not opening these, dude. I'm not opening this thing, man. Someday I'll get another one from you, But I also looked at that this here, Sammy. You drew this in 2018.
Wow.
So, some history, brother. Yeah. I couldn't pass on the cards. The cards had looked cool as hell. Mobimals. And each card is different different guy, right?
Yep.
Just fucking good shit. And they're playing cards, guys. They're not like trading cards. It's a deck of playing cards.
Yep. And they actually were, I had enough backing on the last day that we hit a stretch goal in order to upgrade the playing cards from like a promotional card stock to a casino quality card stock. So if people, and I've still got them on my website, you can pick them up with the Kickstarter, and they're an add-on. But they are good for, obviously playing, but if you do any like magic tricks, those, card enthusiasts for that actually really like them because they're better for, sleight of hand tricks.
They got that shine, that smooth to them. They move better in your hand. Like,
yep.
I mean, I can like one-handed cut and do all that, because I played a lot of poker in my day. I played, I can mess with cards a little bit, but casino cards, they bend and snap better. Everything about them, for tricks and cards, they're just better. Who's that?
Yep. So that is John Bender. He's one of the local true crime historians in the Chicago area who has a mobster tour that's called There Goes the Neighborhood. And he drives by all these former mobster houses in the Oak Park River Forest suburbs, which were the first suburbs outside of the city limits of Chicago. And that's where a lot of the mobsters in like the 40s through 70s used to live because they didn't want to live in the same city that they worked.
I am going to have to get all my Chicago Madness people, Max DeVille, you,
Kurt Sauer,
everybody, right? And just like hang out sometime, man. And the people from the Lunatics Fringe, the band that we promote there, those guys, I got so many friends now that operate out of Chicago. I'm only like 3 hours away. It's like we got to do something, man. Mr. Fringe wants to come here and play golf this summer, right? This coming once the snow's gone. He wants to come here and play golf. Because he wants to meet me, but it would be cool if we could all go hang out somewhere, and do something. Because man, there's so many of us right here in this, couple 100-mile radius of each other.
Yep. I was actually mixing up myself a cocktail and was thinking about it for the show. So
hold on. What do you got there? Is that alcohol?
Yeah, because you don't know what that's. So, but Journeyman, which is up in your neck of the woods.
Yes.
Yep. See? So I made it's a bourbon twist on a Negroni called Boulevardier. And I actually, since I was doing it in the Journeyman cup, I used the Journeyman cherry whiskey. And I'm like, all right, I'm going on this show. When I came back from Grand Rapids, when I was driving back to Chicago, I stopped at Journeyman to make sure, because I can't get all of the same Journeyman products in Chicago as I can if I just stop by the distillery. Right. So
I could have swore somebody else that I know recently was talking about that place on one of our shows. And it's been a while since I talked to you. I don't think it was you.
No, I mean, the last time.
It might have been the guys from Lunatic Fringe. It might have been Mr. Fringe, because he goes between here and there. His cousin lives here in Three Rivers, where I live. That's how I found out about them guys. It was through Brad, my cameraman that you met at Grand Rapids, right? The big guy that I go to the cons with.
Yeah, he picked up Detective Potatoes and a couple other things from me.
That dude, his cousin is in the band, the Lunatics Fringe. That's how I met those guys. And they have a graphic novel, and they do, you know what I mean? It's like everybody's doing shit, man. We just trying to be part of it. We're trying to have fun and make sure everybody knows what everybody's doing. The mosquito, dude. The mosquito. Is that guy a little prick? I just got to know.
I mean, he was a He was a antagonist against Capone. So in the Chicago scene, yeah,
squish like a bug.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm pretty sure if I remember my history right, he got killed by a sniper during a war with Capone. So
yeah, come on.
But yeah,
Mess with Al.
So do we want to go over some of the
Yeah, check out
some of the rewards?
Tiers and rewards.
Yep. So the first one we've got is the digital guide. So this book will be basically the 52 cards that are in the Mobimals playing card deck. I'm going to break out into that side by side that we showed earlier. And so it's going to have on one side a full illustration of the character and on the other side a bio page about them. And so I'm taking the 52 cards that are in the deck and breaking them out into, and so it's going to be about 120 pages, give or take. I haven't finished compiling the book yet because I want to see the Kickstarter fund before I put all the effort into laying it out. So at $15, you've got the field guide, the digital version PDF. At $30, you get the soft cover version of the book, and it's going to be 6x9. Your kind of your standard print book size. 120, 130-ish pages. Below that, we've got a variant cover by Jay Hammond, who's a local comic artist. I've yet to meet him in person, but he lives in Kentucky, and I go down there enough that I really need to meet up with him sometime. He posts in a lot of the Madness Comic Network and some of the other groups about doing cover work and different things. Yeah. He's done some of the variant covers for like the Horus and Hell bunny campaigns and stuff. So he did a fun take on some of my fan favorite mobsters. So like in that photo, you've got my Fox character on the left side with a chinchilla on his shoulder. You've got Sammy the Bull in the middle, and then Carmine the Snake over there, and then Mad Dog in the bottom. So, and I'm doing a limited edition. So if this funds, I'm only going to do a small print run of the variant cover and then not reprint that once it comes out.
You should talk to Les Garner about doing a cover for you where they're just a little bit more realistic looking, still in the suits and everything, but look more like a wolf and more like, you know what I mean, like realistic looking heads and shit. Because he does those things pretty good. You draw all that, dude. Everything. They'd all look awesome.
Yeah. So yeah, that is a limited edition metal print. It was a pinup that I had done from a friend of mine, Dan Butcher, who does a comic called Vanguard. He's over in the UK, and so he kind of did a Usual Suspect print, so based on the Usual Suspects lineup.
Very good. I like
of some of my characters, some of the same, the Fox, Mad Dog, Bugsy, and such. So that tier comes with the book and that metal print. Only 6 of those prints were made. Only 5 of them are going to be on sale because I'm keeping the last one for myself.
Of course.
Which is, you can't see it in the window now, but I've actually got it in the back corner of my office. And then below that, you get both versions of the book. So you get the, double take of the standard cover and the variant cover.
Original art tier.
And then that's the last tier that's available. So that tier you get a hand-drawn and inked and obviously colored illustration of a mobster, one of the Mobimals. So I've been doing for some different shows, creating some original art of the different characters from the book, but I also am taking suggestions. So if there are other mobsters that are within the realm that aren't the ones I've already pre-done, I'll consider it. And then I've got the catch-up tier. So that gets you basically the whole Mobimals collection. So that gets you the playing cards, the trading cards, the pinup booklet, a coloring book of Mobimals characters, and the softcover book.
Where's the catch-up tier?
So it's the Carmine, that one.
Oh, gotcha.
Yep.
Oh,
yeah.
Right,
so
catch-up. Okay.
Yeah, I was trying to balance the different things of doing creative titles, creative pledge, tiers, as well as having ones that are like, I just want the book, I just want the PDF.
Right.
And so for some of the more, I tried to keep the basic, digital one, the softcover book, the double take, kind of as like first book, and then the other ones, I was like, all right, these ones I'm going to have a little bit more fun with. So, and then that I did a limited edition collector's box in which I had some different things all based around the real life mobsters. So there's in that box itself is, so that is a classic cigarette case.
Okay.
So like a vintage cigarette holder.
Right.
You've got up above it a classic enamel pin from one of my other Kickstarters that matches one of my characters. Down below, the wolf character is from my playing cards, and it's actually a challenge coin that's in the like antique copper.
Is this what is this lipstick or a cigar holder?
Toothpicks.
Oh, that makes total sense.
So I've got one. So yeah.
And then we have a keychain.
So we've got a keychain of one of the mobsters, Joseph the Claw Morello, who's featured in the book. You've got a couple stickers in there. You've got playing cards in back that are actually authentic Vegas playing cards from the Flamingo Casino.
Right.
And then the last thing that's shown is dice that were from Binion's casino in Vegas. And so they were actually used on the craps tables.
That's pretty cool.
You just need a shot glass and it's all set. Just a little Mobimals shot glass.
I've steered away from shot glasses just because I don't think they have. I don't know. They seem more trinkety.
I have a collection. Don't diss my collection. I even have one, Al Capone one. Don't diss my collection.
I don't like shot glasses, but I'm not going to bash on someone else's. I prefer, if I'm going to do anything, I'm going to get a whiskey glass. And that's actually what I've done in the past.
Same thing.
Right. Would you be feeling the same way, Pops, if you had a spoon collection?
Like baby spoons?
I don't know. My mother-in-law has a spoon collection of all the places she's gone to.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. This is awesome. Whoop. Typing like crazy.
I was responding to Grey Wolf's comment.
Gotcha.
From asking if I've done a mobster. So I have a couple comics based on Frank Nitti, but I haven't actually created a Mobimal character based on him. He posted a few minutes ago.
Yep. Nitty. And no Frank Nitty. Very cool. So,
what animal would Frank Nitty be?
That's a great question. I don't feel like I know enough. I'd have to really think about that. Off the top of my head, I don't know enough information about Frank Nitty. The major things that I know about him was that he had extreme claustrophobia, and so he went to prison and couldn't deal with the situation of the claustrophobia. Basically, it wasn't like diagnosed, and so at one point he got out and was supposed to go back in. The outfit needed a fall guy, and they wanted Nitty to go back into prison, and he said no, kind of over my dead body. And then they were like, "Okay, you're out."
He'd have to be like a canary then, a bird or something, right? Bird.
Yeah, but he didn't sing. So, and then he actually ended up killing himself because he didn't want to go back to prison or be the fall guy again. And so he walked out, had a couple drinks, and shot himself. And the first time he missed in some tracks out in the Chicago suburbs.
The first time he missed.
Yep. Second time he didn't.
That didn't scare him straight. Like, it's meant to be. Like, I just tried offing myself and it didn't work. Maybe I should still be here. I don't know. Just, wow. Okay. He was dead set on killing himself.
Yep.
Oh, okay. Cancer. Yeah.
But yeah.
How'd you have to fill those shoes?
I'd have to go back and look. Not enough to scare himself straight.
That's what I'm thinking. Like, if he even grazed himself, there isn't that thought of like, I don't know.
I mean, you got to wonder how drunk was he, and with all the other circumstances,
right?
The cancer, claustrophobia, going back to prison,
right?
Knowing that your bosses want you dead, or at least, don't want you in a position of power anymore.
Yeah,
because you're expendable at that point.
No kidding.
Everybody's expendable in the mob. Everybody. Hell, in corporate America, everybody's expendable.
Yeah.
There's been a lot of people fired lately.
All right, so you got 3 days left, people.
Yep.
Link in the chat over there for me, Levi.
What's that?
Drop that link in the chat.
Yep.
Yep. So the campaign ends on Friday at 10 a.m. Central Time, which will be 11 a.m. roughly Eastern Time. And yeah, we're going to be switching into the hours countdown tomorrow, I believe, is when it flips to the hours. And we'll see. I mean, I'm at a point where if it doesn't fund, that's okay. I've got some other plans in the works. I've got a relaunch of a campaign I did last year that I will just kind of move up in my queue, or some other projects that I didn't get to. But if it funds, I'll be more than happy to continue working on the book and get it out.
You guys know how we do this. You hit the share button. You tell your friends, because even if it's not something you're into, you might know somebody who is. You tell your friends about it. You hit that share button. Bounce audiences off each other. Bounce fan bases off each other. You'll be surprised how much you all grow. Do it.
Yep.
You know?
I love the idea. It's a great concept.
Yeah, it's fun too. Like you said, the first one I got based on a true story. It's just all these little 3-panel clips, and they're hilarious, man. It's good stuff. And actually, if you don't know your mobster stuff, you even learn something.
Yep. I've actually had a lot of people, when I do my local shows, will pick them up and be like, "This is great. I hated history in school, but this," and people will use them as coffee table books and things like that. And
is this what's the age limit on this? Would you say is it an all age type?
All ages.
Because I keep going back to the I got Hobby Lobby in my head. The the room we were just talking about it at the oh man, I'm really blanking now. The at the museum, you go in the room, you get your souvenirs.
The Mob Museum?
Yes. Cracker Barrel. Something like in that hour, it seems like it would be something like that. You know, this is one of those things where you're like, it can fit in so many different places. You know,
yeah.
I just see that as yeah. Anyway, Cracker Barrel.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not opposed to getting it in other places for you know the distribution. But yeah, it's all ages. Everything is either implied or off screen. Even the language is newspaper style. If they swear, you've got the classic like gobbledygook letters and such.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, it's meant. I've got fans of all ages. I have little kids reading the books that look at the pictures to adults and
casinos. Yeah, I don't know. It's like I said, I'm just kind of like there's a whole bunch, and you're already doing it. Just looking through your Instagram page, it's kind of like, man, you're just out there just grinding away at throwing this thing everywhere. So
yeah, that's the biggest thing has been trying to convert true crime fans into comics and comic fans into the true crime. And I've built up enough of a reputation in the true crime section, but it's so niche that I don't feel like the widespread audience of the true crime, even the mobster side, knows about what I do and like the products that I can put out. And like, the t-shirts that I'll do aren't just like random things. They're like real, I do parodies of real life places that were mobster hangouts that people know about. And I'll do high quality illustration to get logos done and things like that. That if it's like, if you're a true crime fan, you would see that and be like, oh, I know exactly what he's talking about. And that's something, but someday it'll just, the needle will push, the right thing. But
you keep grinding.
Wants to know where's the Rocky card? Where's the Rocky card? That's what he wants to know. He's a gangster, aren't you? You a gangster?
His own yard.
Oh, see, he's a gangster. Where's my card, Bret? Yeah.
There was a Mad Dog card in there.
Madness Dog.
Madness Dog.
What do you want? Why are you all up bugging me?
Ruggy. I was gonna say, Pops, I've got an original art tier. If you want a Rocky commission, I can make it happen.
You hear that?
Bret, I've got 3 tabs open for you. I got your LinkedIn open. I've got your Instagram open, and I've got the Dust Bunny website open. Is there anything else you want to show on those sites?
No, I mean, I just wanted to come on and it's always a fun time with Pops and whoever else is. You had some great questions, and I just kind of wanted. Pop said he had an opening. It fit in my schedule, and I wasn't, you know.
Mhm.
Last
Always
time I
trying to
think
get
I
you out.
was under the
At least
weather.
once, at least once during your campaigns, I try to get you out here. I mean, we missed a couple, I think, but for the most part, we try to make sure we take care of you. Are you going to be at Grand Rapids Comic Con in April?
No, I did not make it in this year.
Come
So I'm
on, Mark.
hoping that when you got to talk to the Grand Rapids people, I
That's
didn't.
what I just said. Come on, Mark.
I
Mark, you gotta
applied.
take care of these madness people, bro. You can't be leaving the madness out. Tell them, Rock. Tell them.
I tried last year for the November show. I got put on the wait list and was at like 63 or 64, and there were
man.
like 200 people on the wait list. And so it's like I was, close, but it was still like there's no way 60 people are going to drop out of the artist alley. So
Nope.
They just need to accommodate madness people. It's prioritize over there, Mark. The more madness people at your con, the more we're going to promote the hell out of it. You count on that. When my people say no, I'm not going to be there, I'm like,
yeah, I'm waiting for the next, for the fall show applications to open up.
Yeah, well, the fall show is a bigger building.
Yeah.
Also, the spring show in Kalamazoo building ain't as big, so that list does get a lot shorter. But yeah, man, Mark, my people, bro, don't be leaving my people out.
I'll put in the comments next time. Pop sent me.
Exactly. Pops wants me to have a table. You tell him. He knows. He knows. I'd love to just get one big booth and have a bunch of madness people all just hang out in the one big booth, and everybody just pitch in on it or whatever.
That'd be fun.
It's easier. And
Oh, yeah.
on everybody. You just bring your stuff and boom, you're over there, you're over there, you're there, all around the corner, right? A whole corner piece, and then down as far as we'd have to go, but just one big freaking madness corner.
Yeah, just give people a half table or something, and
Be awesome.
that'd be fun. Even if it was for a day, you've got a half table for a day. You've got, switch them out if you need to.
We broadcast live, and we can interview people and the fans that buy their stuff, which is important. This is one of the things when we went to Savannah, Georgia, and did the con on the floor was talking to the fans. And we didn't know what we were doing then. Okay, we had no idea what we were doing then. But we had that show called The Show Offs on Sundays, right, where Dave and I just show stuff off. Well, we incorporated the show into the con, and we're grabbing people walking by going, what's in the bag, man? Show us what you bought. Show everybody what you got, because everybody's watching right now, right? And people were pulling their stuff out the bag, and it was fun talking to fans while broadcasting live. It was, dude, come on.
Yeah.
There's so much fun to be had at cons, man, and just putting it together. I'm working on these little things.
Speaking of that, what cons do you have coming up?
Yeah.
So I've got a couple. Right now, I don't have anything big. I'm doing a library show on Saturday at the Darien, Illinois Public Library, Indian Path Public Library, with about a dozen other comic creators. So Darien is a Chicago suburb, southern area of Chicago, 30 minutes-ish from the Chicago area. And they're doing a bunch of different things. They've got some different panels. I'm doing an artist alley. I think I'm supposed to be at the Barrington Library sometime in February for a show. And then Yeah, I'm the only other thing I've got actively on the schedule for shows is actually the garage galleries for this year, because I'm on the planning committee now. So
Gotcha.
I'm going to be at that event, which is always the last Saturday in August, unless it's the Memorial Day weekend. So
Okay, that was my next question. Was like, wait a minute, I thought you were like in the Chicago area. Like, now's not the time of year to be down in the garage, right?
no.
Okay.
So yeah, I've got some feelers out. I've applied to a few shows. I will probably be attending C2E2. I'm not tabling this year. I've yet to actually table at that show, even though I should one of these years. But I will always at least go around and walk the floor Friday and or Saturday.
Rocky has a lot to say, guys. He does. What, dude?
Ruggy. Oh, don't you sass me.
Tell him what you got. What's on your mind, dude? What? No, you are not having my Arby's. No, you're not. No, you're not.
It's like it's beef and cheddar, Pops.
It is a beef and cheddar, and I'm eating that.
They're two favorite things, beef and cheese.
That's exactly what it is. Beef and cheddar. Now, I'm eating it. You're not invited. Oh, he just laid his ears back like.
Come on, fucker. Give me some.
Uh-oh.
Company. Competition.
Uh-oh. Here's the other one. They're both just following their nose around this room, man. I'm getting ready to eat, guys. Bret, is there anything we did not cover that you definitely want to cover? Because I never want my people leaving thinking they missed something.
No, I'm good. I just want to come hang out.
Rocky does not get my food. No. No. Tell him. Do you get my food?
I think that's a yes.
He said, no, I don't get the food. He never gets me.
Come on, Dad.
That's some shit right here. He's got his head on my lap. He's just like, no, you can't see him. His head, he's all the way over here in my lap. Aren't you? Such a baby, dude. Oh, knocking over the camera.
There he goes. Now he's upset.
Yeah, he knocked over the camera. He's just. Hey, people. Oh, man. Bret, tell everybody where you at. Instagram, where else?
I'm on Instagram. I'm on X. I'm on Blue Sky. I'm on Threads. I'm on Facebook. Facebook, Instagram, and X are probably the places you'll find me most. And I'm on Kickstarter 3 or 4 times a year with new projects.
Yeah, all kinds of good stuff, people. Like I said, watch out for Bret because you never know. You'll see him coming with something, but you don't know what it's going to be. All right, it can be different. A deck of cards, you just never know what it's going to be. So keep your eye on what this man's doing. It's always fun. It's all ages. It's always fun. And like I said earlier, you might learn something.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Rocky's selling books, people. That's what he does, don't you? Get your nose away from my curly fries. Jeez, he snuck around behind on the other side, man. All right. No, he does not get Pop's curly fries. No.
Hey, you eating on camera right in front of both of us? Man.
I'm hungry. I gotta go, bro. Push them buttons, Levi. Thanks for watching, everybody. Check out Bret Juliano, Facebook, X, all them places. Good stuff.
All right, take it easy, Bret.
Thank you.
I'm gonna play us a little my favorite one right here.
Little president in his sandbox play, build a tower, make it stay. Digging deep through the golden sand, building the future with your hands. Tiny suits and shiny shoes, making plans and making news. Friends all gather to join along, in the sandbox they all belong. Little president from that play, every day a brand new day. Learning, growing your own way, in the great big sandbox that is the USA. The USA. Share your dreams with everyone, sandbox fun under the sun. Big ideas taking flight, with Little Trump everything's bright. Dig a moat, build a wall, in the sandbox he stands so tall. Dreamer dream, builder build, Little Trump your heart's fulfilled. Little President Trump that play, every day a brand new day. Learning, growing your own way, in the great big sandbox that is the USA. Hooray, hooray, for the USA.
Get ready, cause this shit's about to get heavy. Just settle all the lawsuits. Fuck you, Nancy! Yeah. This looks like a job for me. So everybody, just follow me. Cause we need little controversy. Cause it feels so empty without me. I said, this looks like a job for me. So everybody, just follow me. Cause we need little controversy. Cause it feels so empty without me.
tube and feel the vibe. Every show you crave right here live. Heroes and villains clash in the night. Madness Comic Network sets it right. Scroll through the list, find what you need. Epic battles and fast-paced speed. From capes to cosmic space delight. Tune in and watch your favorites ignite. On Facebook, share the thrill so grand. On X, the buzz across the land. Madness Comic Network all around. In every episode, joy is found. Uploads, they never end. Superheroes and their friends. Catch every twist and every turn. Madness Comic, you will yearn. Stay up to date with every twist. Madness Comic, don't miss a gist. From laughter to tears, every mood. Madness Comic sets the groove. Click that button and subscribe. Catch the wave and ride the tide. Join the fun, join the craze. Madness Comic brightens days. Hey! New uploads, they never end. Superheroes and their friends. Catch every twist and every turn. Madness Comic, you will yearn. Stay up to date with every twist. Madness Comic, don't miss a gist. From laughter to tears, every mood. Madness Comic sets the groove. Click that button and subscribe. Catch the wave.